Hey everybody, welcome to Dragonbane at the Adventure Archive. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. We already have 10 people watching, so that's super cool. Welcome everybody. And if you're watching right now, please like the stream. And if you're watching in the future, like the VOD as well. That helps us get traction here at YouTube. But before I begin, got to thank some people as I always do. So Andreas, thank you for the tunes. Hi Matt, Derek Catastrophe, and Noel, thank you as well. Patrick for the amazing Dragonbane Foundry system. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll keep it short. So get into the action. So brief recap first is going to be, well, these 4 people, they returned the missing child to a woman named Cora in Outskirt. And, you know, resupplied. Basically, we had a little bit of a shopping episode, a little mini shopping episode. And Donovan even learned a new spell. And after that, they all decided to spend the night at Cora's cottage on the outside, or on the outskirts of Outskirt, because the 3 Stags Inn is no more. It's burnt to the ground. And so, yeah, it's weird. It felt like we didn't do a lot, but we kind of did a lot. Because what happened was, you guys went to bed and started taking a watch. You guys noticed some weird stuff happening on the tree line, which turned into these black-cloaked characters, bandits, whatever they are. And then, of course, the one who decides to get everything going, Gideon, he decided to go, you know, kick the hornet's nest, so to speak, and lured them from this copse of trees, to which later he, how did you, oh yeah, you threw your torch at it, and it's still burning, as you can see, but you guys quickly dispatched all of these people, one of which was a mallard with a very scarred beak that Cerriel has seen before. I don't think Donovan or Bramble has, or Gideon actually. But after you guys destroyed all of these people, like, I don't know, like, did John Wick ever walk out of flames? I don't remember. But in the iconic image of someone walking out of flames or around flames, comes a familiar face to Cerriel, at least. Nobody else knows this person. And his name is Aelerion of Blackwater. So if you guys are longtime viewers, you'll know that Cerriel, she has a little bit of a royal background. She is the daughter of a duke in some far-off land, some far-off elf kingdom. And she just didn't want any part of it. And so she took to the wilds, found herself seeking adventure in the Misty Vale. And eventually someone came knocking, and that is the champion of the Duke, this elf, this elf wearing a lot of plate mail, and he's got a big sword on his back. He came looking for them, or her, found her, and rather than going back to the kingdom after a threat, the guy threatened, like, hey, I will seek you out if you try to flee. She fled anyway. Not only did they do that, but they stole his horse. And yeah, they've just been adventuring, ditching him ever since. And finally, somehow, he's found his way here, presumably with the aid of these 4 fallen figures. So that's where we're actually. I'm sorry, I forgot. You convinced one of these people, the one right here who doesn't have a big skull hunter token, to give up, right? Is that what happened? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. Okay. So we're going to begin there. This woman, I think she's weaponless. I think Gideon kept like disarming her and throwing her weapons into the fire. Yep. So she's got nothing. She's surrendering. But then, like I said, out from behind this fiery copse of trees appears this elf, this heavily armored elf. And he addresses Cerriel across this expanse here. So she's still pretty far away. Kind of like looking beyond all of you. He casually glances at each of you, but then his eyes are dead set on Cerriel. So, what would you like to do? I'll unpause the game. There we go.
He is standing right here. This is him right
Yeah, that's him. He's standing right, closest to, I guess, Gideon and you, Bramble. So he's standing right there. He already addressed Cerriel. And I guess if you guys remain quiet, he'll probably continue to talk. But if you guys would like to do anything or say anything, let me know.
Donovan's definitely just assessing the situation right now.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, Bramble, Gideon, Donovan, you guys are, what? Like, you don't know anything. You're kind of, I guess, awestruck, dumbfounded. So I guess I'll look to Cerriel because he did address you. Is there anything you would like to do? You're kind of hunkered down over by the cottage in the distance with your broken bow, if I remember correctly. Are you muted? Cerriel?
Not going to leave me alone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, could you say it again?
Am I breaking up at all? My internet connection has been bad all day.
Yeah, you're kind of glitching a little bit. Still glitching.
Still glitching?
No, you're good now. We'll see if it lasts.
Yeah, I just said, so I guess you're not going to leave me alone.
Okay, and you guys are pretty far apart, so are you shouting that or are you coming closer?
I'll come a little closer.
Okay, you come a little closer and he kind of stands taller as you approach. Whatever gave you the idea that I would stop looking for you? You are my one and only charge from the Duke. And I'm very...
You might honor my wishes.
Well, I see you've acquired a new group. I don't see the wolf. I don't see the well, I do see another mallard. So are you just jaunting around this place, connecting with other fools to bring their death upon them, I imagine? Because that's what we're looking at here, Cerriel. Unless, of course, you choose to come back with me, as your father wishes.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, there is a child and a woman in the cottage. I can see them with their faces pressed to the window.
Yes.
Interesting company you keep. But I will commend you on your valiant effort to save the child. It's a bit ironic, though, is it not? That you saved the child and now you are perhaps, or not, bringing doom to the child.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, Master Dwarf, let's
He's
call
also
it...
the one that...
Oh.
We lost you.
I'm glitching. You can just talk.
No, he's also the one that what?
I was just going to say he's also the one that burned down the inn. If they didn't already know that.
Yeah, I did. And here we are again, right next to fire. But I did not start this fire, no. I saw from a distance a torch thrown here. But it appears as if we've come full circle. You know why I burned down the 3 Stags Inn. You did not listen to me. You stole my steed. You spit in my face, and I am very upset. Do you know what your father will do to me if I do not bring you back? Anyway, it's not going to be pleasant.
I think Bramble might kind of step up a little bit. Like he's kind of got his chest puffed out and he's holding his warhammer.
Yes.
And he might kind of like walk forward and say, Cerriel, you're not. Do you intend to go back with this person? Do you intend to go with them?
This is a great question. I don't wish to go home. However, I also don't wish to cause any more bloodshed on my account.
Bramble will like turn back to the figure and will say, "Well, if she doesn't want to go with you, then I think we are done talking. Perhaps you should go ahead and ride away." Oh wait, you don't have a horse. I've heard that this horse was taken from you. That's so sad. Perhaps you should just walk away then, very slowly.
Oh. He kind of he chuckles a little bit and looks to Donovan and off to Cerriel, of course. Does he speak for all of you, or is this some kind of joke?
The boy's terrible at telling jokes. He's being very, very serious right now.
Yes,
So,
it looks as though you have gathered a group with you.
these
Cerriel has friends, and you came with friends.
I
But
wouldn't
it's too bad that most of them lay here before us.
I wouldn't call them friends. I would call them tools. You see, and tell me more, Cerriel, about this plan you've hatched. So I ran into them on the road, overheard conversations. One thing led to another, and your description came up. So I put myself in a conversation with them. And they're very eager to assist me in finding you. So you're running around this valley, collecting statuette pieces for what? What do you owe these people? You owe the people of your own land everything. You should be caring for them. This place is barely... There's a poor excuse for a village. And it's full of ruins. There's nothing here but creatures and filth and... Why do you worry yourself with this, Cerriel? What is the draw?
I'm not meant for the royal life.
So you keep telling me.
I like the woods. I like the misty vale. I like adventure. I don't like being kept up in fancy castle, being told what to do by people like you.
Oh, well, I hope you take no offense to my words. They are purely orders from your father. So I mean no offense. I'm not here to order you around. I am in your service, in fact. But beyond you, firstly, I am in your father's service. And that is why I'm here, to bring you back.
Well, did my father order you to burn down inns and threaten women and children?
His words were, bring her back by any means necessary. It pains me to do such things. You should know this. I'm not an evil person. It is collateral damage. It is just a necessary evil, I guess, if you want to put that word onto it.
How long have you served her father?
Oh, my whole life we've waged war together. I owe him my life, in fact. Ever since I can remember, and ever since I was big enough to pick up a sword, have I served her father.
Well, if you owe him your life, why would you risk throwing it away against us?
Well, that's just it. I don't intend to lose my life.
Well, Cerriel doesn't intend on going back, and you've committed heinous crimes on these people. They're not my people either. But we're at a standoff at this point, and if you draw, we'll draw.
Well, I truly hope it doesn't come to that. I truly do. But, and he looks up at Cerriel. Your fate, your friend's fate, and my fate are in your hands, my lady. What do you wish?
Donovan will he'll turn to look at Cerriel as well. He's curious too. Do we fight, or he'll even say, Cerriel, does this man have any importance to you? He's willing to kill.
Yeah. No, he's not important to me. I do believe that he is just doing my father to do.
What was that last part?
Can you guys hear me?
You said my father's something.
My internet.
Yeah, she said that he's not important to her.
Now.
And he's just doing what her father sent him to do. I think.
Yes.
Well, that makes it easy. Bramble.
Well,
Gideon.
I don't want to go, but I can't risk more people's lives. I'll go with him.
Okay.
Like Bramble's eyes like go wide. He's like, are you sure? Are you certain?
I can't have more bloodshed on my account. You or him.
Gideon's gonna step up.
We
But I'm
couldn't
going
even...
too. Master Louis said, anywhere that you go, I am to follow. Well, except for certain places, but most other places.
You mean like the bathroom?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got it. I got what you were saying.
Are you sure about this, Cerriel?
No. But I see no other way. I don't think we can beat him if we tried.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
There's no point in running anymore.
How far away is he from me?
He is, okay, you're way over there. So he's 6.7 meters from you about. Well, actually, I guess you're closer than that. So like 5 meters.
Okay.
4.5, 5.
I think Bramble might drop his guard, lower his. He was kind of ready to go, and he'll back up a little bit so he can talk to Donovan a little bit quieter, and he'll say, "If Cerriel wishes to go, then we must let her go."
Yes, you're right. I just don't like it.
Neither do I.
She did say she didn't want to shed any more blood, his or ours. But what if I just fry him to a crisp? There's no blood being shed then. It's boiled right inside of him.
I think that goes against our wishes. We also must think about the boy and his mother in the house. Will they become victims if we continue to fight out here against someone who looks so powerful?
That's fair.
And you guys are keeping this on the
Very
we're kind of
down low.
whispering it
Whisper?
back to each
Okay,
other,
got-
but like
yeah, gotcha.
eyes on him.
I mean, it's fine. You guys are kind of farther away. There's, the fire is still crackling right next to him. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
If she is agreeing to leave, then we will let her, yes. We won't step in the way and we won't challenge him.
Okay.
Is this the right thing to do?
It's hard to say what is and what isn't the right thing to do right now. This is... I haven't been in this position in a long time. For now, we'll listen to her.
All right. And I will like lower my warhammer and like set the business end of it down on the ground.
Okay.
Business end.
Okay.
Remember, like, Bramble is 3 feet tall, so this is like this is the most adorable little thing. Him acting all angry and brave against this guy.
Okay, so Donovan, Bramble, you had this brief conversation. You've come to an agreement. Cerriel, you're kind of still in the distance. Gideon, you're overhearing this entire thing. Do you have any comments or anything to add or dispute?
So he declared that he'd go where Cerriel goes.
Okay.
Mainly at the request of Louis, but he also has, formed like a like a kinship at this point.
Okay. So then he's this elf is kind of just looking back and forth very nonchalantly. Finally he sees that Bramble and Donovan, you guys kind of stop talking to each other and you lower your warhammer. And he claps his hands. Well, Cerriel, are we decided? Are you coming back with me? I would hope it would go this way. You can bring your little frog friend along with you. I don't mind. I mean, he'll be a good stable boy, perhaps.
I suppose I'll go with you. But it is the middle of the night. Do we leave now?
Oh,
Where have I seen this one?
Oh, I know. Yeah, it is quite dark, and we know there is no place to go in outskirts. So, perhaps the lady of the house wouldn't mind. There's room for one more.
After you threatened her like that, I don't know. Maybe you should camp out here.
Well, she clearly didn't hear me. Of course, she's on the other side of a window. But I get your message. I don't mind sleeping under the stars again. And meanwhile, all this is going on. Like this woman, this black-cloaked woman, is just kind of, she's still quivering. She's kind of hunching down even more. Looking like she's trying to, get away while everybody else is busy discussing.
We'll pay her no heed. She can run away if she wants.
Okay, yeah, she's kind of like inching away. All right, so he says, "Well, I suppose I'll stay out here by the fire where it's warm, and you can go back in the cottage, and I'll await you for the morning." Okay. All right.
I think Bramble goes in last and just like watches him as he like closes the door like stops with like half of his face visible, and then finishes closing it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys go in. Immediately, Cora, you hear footsteps come down the stairs from the second level down. What happened? What's going on out there? She's rubbing her eyes, and Tor, you go back to bed.
Well, our elven companion here, she seems to be of royal lineage, and this gentleman outside is here to retrieve her, to bring her back to her father.
I see. Royalty.
He's the
you say?
one. Oh, I was going to say he's the one who burned down the 3 stags.
Oh, that's a pity. What a terrible elf he is.
I believe that he started the fire outside as well.
Yeah, no, I saw him do it.
Yeah, she there's no need to roll for that. She believes you guys, and she probably wasn't watching at that time. So, she just nods. And we're safe here with him outside.
It might be best if you and Tor went into the inside of Outskirt and stayed there tonight.
You think he will let me pass?
I will guarantee he'll let you pass. But I would also like you to inform the town that this is the man who set fire to the 3 stags. And that he's here, and he won't leave this cottage without her. He'll stay right here with us.
Okay.
Bramble looks at Cerriel and says, "Your Royal Highness, is it safe for them to leave? Will he hurt her?"
I don't think so. He believed, and I plan to go with him, so I see no reason why he would hurt her. But maybe she should be stealthy, as stealthy as she can be, just in case.
I could provide her an escort.
If you would like to.
And, well, if you really don't want to go, maybe I could rally some people from Outskirt and, well, I mean, they did seem pretty pissed about their inn burning down.
I'm pissed about it.
Were you serious when you were talking to him? Are you truly intending to go with him now that he cannot hear us speak?
Right, surely there's an escape plan.
You know,
I don't think he has a horse, so we cannot steal this one.
True, but I have tried this before, and he has found me again, and he has threatened to kill this woman and child, and he knows where they live. And I fear that if I don't go with him, he'll find me again, and he'll set fire to this house, and he'll try to kill you. So I think I have to go.
Cerriel, we slayed an ancient spider.
That's true, remember? And you did most of the work.
We're searching for statuette pieces to stop the summoning of an ancient demon.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like even more of a monster than the spider.
I was going to try to tempt you with that, Gideon.
I've been tempted since the beginning. But I don't think my whip can go through his armor.
My
bow is broken.
Perhaps Bramble can fix it through the night.
I can take a look. Yes, that's for certain. But one thing I also know is that if we were to continue this quest without you with us, we would stand very little chance of success. And we apparently need to do this. This is going to happen. We need to find these pieces. So I don't intend to give up the search.
Neither do I.
That is true. There is a demon that we would like to stop.
Because if that demon comes into existence among us, it won't stop here. It'll spread.
And if my name's attached to the slaying of that demon, I'm gonna get so many job offers.
Ridiculous amounts.
This and this lady and her son Tor, their house will be destroyed anyway, right? And he looks over at her, at them listening to this, maybe the first time that she's heard about this demon. Right? I mean, the land will be laid to waste if this demon is able to return.
That's a good point. We've got a bit of a trolley problem here.
We should rest and confront him in the morning. We'll keep our word. We'll stay here.
Perhaps
Okay,
this is something that you should think about. Maybe a little bit more, just to make sure that this is the correct decision for you. Because you do not want to go back. You want, like you said, to go on adventures and to be on this quest with us.
I do.
So maybe.
And he's not going to risk harming you, Cerriel. And this is, I'm old, and I'm even older than old now that I flubbed on
very
a
old.
spell.
You do look a little more gray. I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, it hurts to breathe.
Sorry.
I'm not going to be here for very much longer, honestly.
Don't say
So
that.
if I go down in the name of you being able to thrive in adventure as I had for so many years, I gladly do it.
That's very kind. I will sleep on your offer. And we'll talk about it in the morning.
I think we should set watch and keep an eye on this man. Or
Yes,
continue
that's
our
probably for the
watches.
best.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys, how many people have taken watches? Remind me. I think Bramble, right? Did Donovan?
Bramble
Yeah.
started. Gideon went, I think, after, and that's whenever everything kicked
Oh,
off.
okay. So we've only gone
Yeah.
one. Okay. Okay. So yeah, then Gideon, your your watch is over.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Yay!
I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Okay, so who's gonna be up for watch next then?
I'm gonna let you go. Well, I guess I'll just take the next watch because it's just me and Cerriel left, right?
Yeah, that's it. 2 more people.
Actually, Cerriel, you take watch first, and
Okay.
and then I'll go last.
We
I'll
could
go
make
watch.
Tor take watch also.
The little
there.
kid.
I mean,
It's all right. He's been there now.
Yeah, he's almost consumed by an ancient spider. He was almost Frodo Baggins. Okay, so Cerriel, is there anything you'd like to do while you're on watch? I mean, you know that I always forget his name. I keep forgetting his name. Aelerion, you know he's outside. You're not
Yeah.
at a window at the moment, but you can be if you'd like, as everybody kind of settles down
Where are
to get
horses?
some rest.
Gotta-
I mean, I'm guessing you tied them up outside somewhere. Probably, I would guess, on this side of the house. Unless you tied them up somewhere else.
Yeah. Have I? Yeah. I don't know how exactly my companion works, but if I don't have companion with that horse anymore, I think I'll maybe.
Let's see, companion. Let's read it over, shall we? Really quick. So you can activate this ability, turn an animal, not a monster, into your companion. This takes a stretch of time, which you've already done with his horse, and you can only have one animal companion at a time. Blah, blah, blah. The animal follows you as long as you remain in its natural environment. So far, it's been outdoors, so that's fine, and it can scout for you at no additional price. So it doesn't say anything about duration, so I'm going to say unless for some reason that was broken, it's still active. So you still have his black steed under your control as a companion, because I think we decided that you, of course, don't need to do that with your own horse, the white one.
Yeah. Okay. Then I won't reconnect that companion relationship since we're still companions.
Yeah, I'll say it's still active.
Okay.
So tell me where did you put these horses, everybody?
Let's see.
This
Yeah, probably on the
cottage.
side.
Okay, this cottage doesn't really have any like proper, places to
Yeah,
tie horses up or
stables.
anything. So yeah, or stables or anything. So I'm guessing you found some kind of something. Maybe there's like a wood chopping block or something outside, and you found a way to manage to get the horses tied. So yeah, they're there.
Can I have the horse like keep an eye on it?
I mean, technically they can scout. So I guess let me read your ability again and see what the scout actually. Scout for you at no additional willpower cost. For 3, you can command the animal to attack an enemy. Okay, so there is that. So game mechanic wise, if you want to spend 3 willpower points, you could, have the horse attack him if you like. However, this horse is tied up. It's tethered to the whatever you found.
Yeah, I just want him to like keep an eye out.
Yeah, well, the horse might sleep as well, so you're gonna try to push him, push the horse to.
Okay, never mind.
Well, no, I mean you can. I'm just
I'm
asking.
not doing anything on my watch.
Okay, you're just gonna let the time pass.
Yep, just watching.
Okay, are you gonna watch? You're watching him.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you're
Through a
kind of at
window
one of the
or
windows and looking.
Watching. Yeah.
Yeah. So as the night goes on, you can kind of see him. He looks around. He kicks the dead bodies. He starts to meander, and he does make his way.
The dead body.
Yeah, and he kind of makes his way over just once, just kind of like like nudging him, not like excessively kicking them over and over again. He's not like stomping on their corpses, but he does start to slowly make his way to the side of the house where the horses are tethered. And he'll get. I'm gonna assume you're probably, I don't know, down here somewhere, looking out. So he's gonna eventually move up from the window, from the vantage. So do you want to just let him do that, or do you want to do anything else during that time?
Can I try to listen to see if I hear him like interacting with the horses or like untying them or something?
Yeah, of course. So you want to kind of, I guess, make your way to the entryway or to the opposite wall and listen? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, why don't you roll me an awareness roll as you hear his armor clank over to that side. Oh man, that sucks. First demon of the night, ladies and gentlemen, to eavesdrop on the elf champion sent by the Duke. Anyway, so yeah, you press your ear to the cold stone, and this is oh, do we lose somebody? How do we switch around? Oh, my hand. Sorry guys, I'm doubled. Zoom doesn't like that. And it decided to sorry everybody. How do I lower my freaking hand in this thing? Lower hand, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, rewinding. So yeah, you press your ear. I gotta stop doing that.
It's gonna go back up.
I was gonna do it again. I'm gonna turn that off. I think you press your ear to the cold stone, and this is some damn good masonry because you can't hear a thing. You just hear kind of the blood pumping in your head as you press your ear to the stone. So.
So since I'm companion with the horse,
Mm-hmm.
how does that work? Can I be like, is he touching? Where is he touching? No, I'm just kidding. What's happening?
I'll say
there?
you have. Yeah. Point on the doll. No, he has like. I'll say you have some kind of connection, and nothing telepathic, but I'll say that you feel an uneasiness while you're listening, almost as if your connection is being threatened somehow. You're not losing touch. You're not losing that connection, that animal, that bond, that companion bond, but you do sense it's being threatened, as if maybe he's trying to coerce the horse or talk to the horse, and the horse is getting agitated, something like that. But as far as details about what he's saying or doing, like, you don't know.
Okay.
But after a time, you hear it sounds like something's like thrown on the ground outside, maybe in like frustration, and then you hear the clanking of his plate mail, and then eventually you see the moonlight and the firelight glinting off his armor as he kind of steps back out, and he sits down on the ground actually, and he's just looking at
one
the
of the
house.
bodies on the way over there.
No, he didn't actually. Yeah, they're farther apart. He didn't kick anybody, but he sits down with the fire at his back, so he's kind of this glimmering silhouette. You know, the mist has kind of laid a skin of moisture on his armor, and it's kind of rising as the fire burns it away. But he's a blackened figure there. You can see just his eyes kind of glimmering. So you can't quite tell exactly where he's looking, if he's looking at you, if he's just generally taking in the area.
Okay.
But you do notice, though, that he unsheaths his sword and puts it across his lap. And he's sitting very, very still. And you watch him for some time, almost as if he's kind of in a meditative state. Okay. So if there's nothing else you want to do, we can move time forward and go to Donovan. Okay? All right, Donovan. So you are awakened for the final watch.
I cast lightning bolt.
I mean, you can. You're in a cottage. You have some kind of fortification. Yeah, I mean, you guys could do anything.
So Donovan, gets woken up by Cerriel and nods to her, and he's going to make his way to the front door of the cottage.
Okay.
Open the door. He takes a step outside. Takes a deep, good breath. Is our elven friend awake still? Is he over there sitting?
So you look out at him, and again, he's just like a black silhouette still sitting there. He doesn't pay you any mind that you can see, so.
But he's definitely awake.
He's sitting upright, so unless he can sleep sitting up straight, then he's awake.
Oh, okay. I could do that, but I'll assume he's not. So I'll saunter in his direction.
Oh, okay.
Master Elf, could I interest you in some tea?
So he doesn't. He's just statuesque, like he's like a statue sitting there for some time. So there's like this dead air hanging between you guys. But eventually he says, "Tea at this hour? It's a bit odd, isn't it?"
Tea is delicious any hour that you have it. If you don't want any, surely you don't mind if I have some.
No, be my guest. Sit
So
down. Have
I'll
a chat.
approach him.
Okay.
I'll sit kind of close to him. So
Okay.
Donovan, he puts his bag down, starts opening it up, pulling out his little thermos cup like deal. It's got his tea that he's always got in there.
Okay.
He pulls out one ornate dwarven teacup and another, and extends the other cup to the elf. Are you sure you don't want any?
Oh, I'm quite good, thank you. And
Very well.
the fire is kind of like smoldering now. Some
Okay,
time has
smaller.
passed. It's still there, but it's very small. Yeah, it's not the conflagration it once was.
So Donovan sits down,
Okay.
pours himself a cup of tea. He takes Linda out from his shirt because he wears her urn as like a chain.
Mm-hmm.
Places her on the ground, pours a cup of tea for her. And he says, I can respect your loyalties and your sense of duty to your master, her father. But this girl has a sense for adventure that should not be snuffed out. It shouldn't be ignored. This is my wife, Linda. She was also an adventurer one time. And if she were here today, she would stop you. I feel compelled to do the same. But that will have to wait till the morning. I think we should have at least one more peaceful night. But it doesn't have to go there, Elf.
So, you came out here to offer me tea and tell me how you intend to kill me in the morning?
I didn't say anything about killing you.
What is it
Stopping
you're...
you.
What is it you're implying then? I thought we had an understanding. Cerriel decided to go. It appeared as if you and the rest of your party agreed that was the best course of action. Why the
Well,
change
that's
of heart?
It's a fancy key word you used there, appeared. She certainly does not want anyone else to get hurt on her account.
Of course not. Her path has led to much pain, as you know. Tell me this, dwarf. Someone as old as you, what are you doing traveling around with the likes of her? What have you to gain? You
She
seem to
saved my
be-
life.
Oh, she saved your life. Isn't that always the story? So you feel you owe her that, I see. Well, good news is you may perhaps be able to hold up your side of the bargain and give what you owe her. If you do intend to try to stop me.
I do. And you're wrong. Her path did not cause any of this. It's yours. These are not her consequences to deal with, Master Elf. They're going to be yours. You burned down the 3 stags. You threatened the life of her companions and this innocent woman and child.
She didn't tell you the whole story, did she? About how I met her and her companions in Outskirt. I welcomed them, in fact. I bought their meals. I was happy to. Because clearly they had kept her safe. And what do they do to repay my generosity? They sneak off into the night. They steal my steed, gifted to me by the Duke himself. After I gave her clear directions as to what would happen. For each day that she did not come to me. Unfortunately, I didn't find any of her companions, but it appears she found new ones, so here we are. So it's kind of a string of causality, if you will. She caused this pain, because if she would have come back with me initially, not only would her and her companions had a belly full of the finest mutton this side of wherever, that would have been that. No fire. The people of Outskirt would have been safe. No deaths. Although I can't be sure if there were actually any deaths, but alas, I took something from them to show them that even though they are separated from the rest of the world is not separated from them. There are consequences to actions. And I feel like I'm a generous person, even offering you a night's sleep before I take her. I could have taken her. I could have killed you all. But being the good man I am, I gave her the opportunity to choose. You look like you've been around for some time. Surely you know something of duty. Have you ever served a master? A king, a duke, even a barkeep?
My clan name, Diamond Heart, was earned because my fellow dwarves and I did have masters of types. And we value the freedom to do what you want very highly. I have roamed and roamed for many years and finally settled down, opened a tavern with my wife. I just don't see myself letting you take this girl's freedom from her.
Speaking of Linda, was it?
Yes.
Why do you carry her around with you like this? Why don't you put her in the ground somewhere where normal people bury their loved ones?
Well, perhaps you're not accustomed to what dwarves, some of us, do, but she was cremated, and I'm to bring her ashes to the highest peak I can find in this land that is mostly unexplored. She was an explorer. That's what she would have wanted to do. I'm doing it for her.
So why risk it all? Why risk putting your wife to rest? You may lie here in the morning in a bloody heap, with Linda by your side. In which case, if you fight valiantly, you have my word that I will take her to the highest mountain keep and scatter her ashes, if you wish. Where I come from, there are plenty of tall peaks. In fact, our kingdom, the castle, is carved from one. It's a very beautiful place.
Perhaps. But I risk it because, as I had said earlier, if she were here standing now, she would also try to stop you. But I'll let you catch your sleep. I will go catch mine. And we'll talk perhaps more in the morning.
Well, whatever happened comes morning. You have my word. I will take your Linda to a mountain peak and scatter her ashes. However, I hope you are the one to do it. I mean you no ill will. You appear to be at the end of your rope anyhow. I would love it if you could seek out those final years of your life in peace. But anyway, sleep well. I will see you soon.
I will pull a ration out of my bag and leave it behind.
Okay.
And
Just kind of leave it where you're sitting.
yeah, like I just kind of leave it where I was. Say nothing more. Just give him a nod and head back inside.
Okay. All right, he nods back, and you head back into the cottage. So is there anything else you'd like to do on your watch before the sun rises?
I think Donovan is just contemplating what he's gonna do. He's very much freedom driven.
Okay.
So nothing means more to him than somebody having the free will to do what they want. So it's really weighing on him. He doesn't want to disappoint Cerriel because, you know, she made it clear, don't shed any more blood. But he also has a little bit of a stubborn side to him, like many dwarves tend to when it comes to matters like this, and principles and honor. He definitely believes this elf is very honor driven and duty driven, which is what makes him even a scarier opponent. But also he is contemplating the fact that he has committed evil acts. And the most evil one is the fact that he's not going to let someone who wants to adventure and experience the world not do that. And then I guess he'll, when it's time, when the sun begins to rise or whatever, he'll start waking everybody up.
Okay. The sun indeed begins to rise. And I need to kill this light. There we go. Fire is out. So you guys wake up in the cottage. All of you, what would you like to do?
I think that Bramble might start looking to get something to eat quickly, knowing that time is not there. They don't have all day to hang around.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say you guys, you know, you woke up at the crack of dawn, and yeah, you're getting fed. What about Gideon, Donovan, Cerriel? Are you guys doing the same?
Donovan's
that
being
counts-
kind of quiet.
Okay.
That was a shift rest, right?
Yeah. So everybody, feel free to
Yay, willpower points.
do your shift rest, and then, you know, get rid of your conditions if you have any. And you guys are, you know, you're still inside. There's two levels to this little cottage. You're pretty sure that there's maybe just a bedroom upstairs, because that's where Cora and Tor were earlier when they're coming down the stairs. But it's a pretty humble little cottage, so there's not much. There's a hearth, there's some chairs, there's a little table in the corner to eat at, there's a stove. but yeah, not much else.
I
Cerriel's
also
not
think
very
that
hungry. That's all I was gonna say.
I think that Bramble might wander over and look to take your bow and see if it can be repaired.
Okay. So you want to try to repair this bow. And I believe the damage was yes. It just needs to be recrafted, which, how long does that take, actually? Is it like a stretch? Let's see. Repair. I think that's what it is, but I will double check. What about Gideon? What is Gideon up to as he's going to do this crafting attempt?
So Gideon's going through his inventory at the moment, seeing if he has anything to help, possibly with the crafting.
Okay.
I have a staff that I'm not using. Could that possibly be used to assist?
A staff? Well, so let's see. I'm looking at crafting right now. It takes 1 shift to repair a damaged item, and you need access to the appropriate tools. So I'm guessing that Bramble has tools to
He has
repair?
blacksmithing tools.
Okay, blacksmithing tools. Yeah, I'd say you could, rig something with that, even though I would say maybe more like carpentry tools might be more appropriate for a bow, but I'll say blacksmithing, like you probably have some things. Would a staff help? Probably not, unfortunately.
I mean, if it makes sense to like go back just a little bit as Donovan was coming back into the cottage after having his conversation, maybe he woke up Bramble, just coming in, and maybe an hour or two, I don't know how long it would take before he maybe started working on the staff before everyone else woke up. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do that, I don't mind. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference because it's a shift,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
a whole
like
shift.
overnight. Basically, it's hours of time.
Could I
So
come
it's not gonna
up
really
with a kind of like a makeshift repair? Maybe it's not completely repaired, but it could break again.
Yeah,
pretty easily,
I'll say.
but
Yeah, I'll
just
say.
good enough to be able to use it.
Yeah. I'll say. Let's see how we figure this out. So I'll say you could craft something as like a quick fix. I'm gonna give you a bane because you're being hasty with it.
Okay.
And I'll say that because what is your damaged bow, Cerriel? It's just a bane on the attack, right? That's it. So it's not like
Yeah, I can still
destroyed.
use it, but it's like, yeah.
Okay, so it's a little. Let's say Let's say it is a. Why don't you roll me a d6, Bramble. Well, first roll me the crafting roll with a bane, and we'll see if you're. Yeah, we'll see if you're actually, because you're being hasty with it. Normally it takes about a shift.
Yeah.
Okay, you succeed though. So you succeed. So now roll me a d6. Okay, so the way this will work then is she'll get 4 attacks before it is basically broken again.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll just say that as kind of like a homebrew rule, because, yeah. So yeah,
He'll hand it back and he'll say, "It's not going to last, but it's good enough for right now."
Yeah, so he hands it over, and it's kind of. It's repaired somewhat. There's a little bit of metalwork on there, which is kind of blasphemy to you, but it seems to be sturdy again. Yeah, so the way to work is I'll give you 4 unhindered shots before it resorts back to its normal baned condition.
I'm sorry if there's some noises coming through. I have 2 kittens that are just going buck wild around here.
No,
right now.
I don't hear anything. So you're good. Yeah.
Aw, kittens.
Yes.
Kittens.
You have
Their
to
names
show
are
us the kitten.
Well, they're fighting, so I don't know. Next
I
time
don't
one
know.
runs
He might
by
not
me, I'll
come
try
back.
to grab it.
Yeah.
At this point, though, Donovan's going to approach you, Cerriel.
Okay.
And he's going to say, "Well, Lash, you have to truly decide now. And I can tell decisions make you a little uncomfortable, but do you really want to let this take its course, or do you want our help?"
Don't want to go. But and she's
There are
kind of
no
looking in her.
buts. Except for his, and we're gonna kick it.
Oh, there's the quote.
She's looking in her backpack
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna say, what you guys said to me last night, it really got me thinking. If we fight him, there will be bloodshed. If this demon is not killed by us, there will also be bloodshed. I have to say I appreciate you all willing to stand behind me, but I think I have to try one more thing. And she's gonna take her backpack and she's gonna walk outside. And she's gonna approach
Okay.
him.
Okay.
We'll definitely follow her.
Yeah.
He
kinda,
stands
stand
up,
towards the-
eager, kind of dusts himself off. It looks like he probably hasn't slept all night, and he's kind of just stretching and, shaking himself off a little bit.
doing a little yoga.
Good morning, my lady. I trust you slept well.
I did not sleep very well, thank you. Look, I do plan on coming with you. However,
However,
as you know, we've been looking around for these pieces, these statuette pieces, and you wondered why. Well, they are the key to potentially stopping a demon from coming and wreaking havoc on this land and potentially elsewhere as well. And I know you are a man of honor, and I plan to help you complete your task of bringing me back home, but I ask of you that you let me complete this first. You let me find all the statuette pieces, and I give you my word, I will go back with you.
so why are you so concerned with these statuette pieces? Tell me this first.
Did you not hear about the demon?
Demons. What I mean,
There's an actual demon.
do you have proof of this? Or is it just some legend? To get me away from you. And to get you away from your duty. These are just fairy tales.
It is a legend, but I believe it.
You believe it, do you? Huh? Well, why don't we have your father decide? If he sees it's
Get him on the phone.
fit that that he wants his daughter to come back here and hunt for a demon, then it is his decision. But he
And I'm not-
asked one thing of me: bring you
Yes.
back safely at all costs,
Mm.
even if there is a demon. That doesn't sound like a very safe road. I'd be allowing you to
No.
put yourself in harm's way.
You could get in the middle. You could help us.
Help you?
Yes.
Oh, interesting twist of events. Man. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to say you're going to have to roll a persuade on this guy. And it's going to have to be double baned.
Oh,
Okay.
To
shit.
possibly help persuade. Could
Yeah.
Gideon-
Okay. Yeah. Whatever you guys also can do
Persuasion.
stuff too. So yeah,
Alright.
Gideon, what do you got up your sleeve?
So, Gideon being the monster hunter
Mhm.
fanatic that he is,
Mhm.
I would assume on this adventure has taken some notes about this demon and the statues that we have. He's gonna present that as evidence of the demon actually existing to help Cerriel's case.
So you're going to bring these statuette pieces down, which you guys have 2 of, and then just tell him like, here's the evidence.
Not the statuette pieces, but like Gideon's like sketches and like notes that he's taken.
Okay, so you come outside and do all this, like just look.
Well, he followed Cerriel out, so he heard.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he's just like, drawings. What are these? These are drawings. What do you
But are
expect
they
me to
good
believe?
drawings?
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny you have a skill with a pencil, but
Yes.
this isn't helping our case of bringing the legitimacy of this demon.
Gideon, you
reality.
also have that tome that we found off nearby the ancient spider.
Oh. Oh. I thought I was carrying around a brick. It's a book?
It's a book, lad, full of
Oh.
of this ancient land's history, of their villains and their heroes.
Oh.
Well, and he's gonna start flipping through the pages. Is there
Mhm.
anything about said demon?
Yeah, I mean, you find the demon. Sathmog is the demon, so you do find you find information about this demon, just how he ruled over this land for a long time until Eladane, the Dragon Emperor, forged this sword to put him in his place. Basically, there's also mention of a servant of his who was named Azrael Koth, who was also trapped somewhere in the Misty Vale by Eladane. So he was kind of making his way around the Vale and recruiting members to try to, bring Sathmog back into this world.
See? It sounds like bad news.
These are just words, little man. Just words. Anyone can write them down, just like anyone can draw fancy pictures as yourself. So I don't know what you think this proves.
Everyone's a critic.
He's gonna step back.
Okay. So, Bramble, Donovan, you are free to do anything. You do see Cerriel having a conversation outside with this elf. If you want to do anything. If not, Cerriel, you're free to roll your kitties.
Bramble would just be standing there, kind of like ready for whatever happens, but letting it play out on Cerriel's terms.
Okay. Okay. And what about Donovan? What are you doing? Anything?
He's given him that look like we both know what the hell it was we talked about last night, but also, yes, he will let Cerriel attempt this on her own. He won't interfere.
Cerriel, then give me a triple baned.
Triple, double. Right?
Well, you got to roll 3 dice and take.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was just a
of
double
those 3
bane.
rolls.
It's a triple bane now?
Well, a bane is like, yeah, it's a double bane. Sorry. So a bane is you roll 2 dice. Another bane is 3 dice.
What
So
about,
double bane, yeah.
How about bluffing?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, you're trying to convince him
I
to
know.
come along with you.
Well,
Okay,
that was
unfortunately,
decent,
yeah.
but
Those were really good rolls.
those
So
were
if you
really
guys
good.
are listening on the podcast, she rolled a 5, a 4, but unfortunately the one she has to take is a 13. And she only has, I believe, an 8? An 8 in persuasion?
Yeah.
Well, my lady, as enticing.
Can I push it or not?
Yeah, you can push it, of course. And you can take a condition if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I have to push the whole thing. Okay. I got a dragon.
Oh, wow, though. Okay.
But it was with
So,
a bane, so it took the
yeah.
lowest number, even if you roll a dragon.
A 1, 11, and a 15, unfortunately. So, yeah. And you took the, disheartened appropriately condition. So, yeah, he goes on, my lady, as enticing as this offer is, I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline because your father is a very impatient man, as you know. I am already late. So you are already late, and we can't be any later. So I'll give you a few moments to say goodbye to your friends, your companions, and we will be on our way.
Question.
Yeah.
That has absolutely no bearing on what I'm gonna do at all. It's actually a question for a friend. Where is his weapon sheath? Like, is it on his back?
Yeah, it's on his
side?
back. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a note of that.
Okay. Yeah, ask me anything you want about, like, anything. How he looks, like what he's wearing, how he's armed.
What's his name again?
The cottage, Aelerion.
Aelerion. Okay. That's a cool name.
Aelerion of Blackwater. Because she is, from that region, I guess. Or Cerriel is. So, yeah. So he's standing there. Now you see him in broad daylight. He's got white, shimmery hair. He's tall. He's lithe. He seems like he's been through some stuff though. His armor is not. It's been through some stuff. There's like chinks in it. There's gashes. There's little pieces of rust here and there. Even though you can tell, especially Bramble, you can tell it's very well crafted. But he's not. This is not show armor, let's say.
Right.
You kind of sized him up, and he even has, it looks to be some scars on his face here and there. So he's been through some battles.
You would do
And
great against the demon, I'm sure of it, but we'll never know.
Aelerion of Blackwater.
Yes, my friend, with the T.
I
Lightning
challenge you. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel.
Yes.
With what? You don't even have a sword.
We will fight by any means necessary.
Any means necessary. And he kind of looks you up and down. I think I understand what you're getting at. I am not afraid. But I will That is my code. I will. So the wager is what? I mean, I lose. You, Cerriel, is free to wander. I mean, I must be dead at that point, am I not?
If you lose, no, I don't. We don't have to duel to the death. But if you lose, you accept her terms. You let her finish what she is set to do here, then she goes back with you.
I don't think we're here to negotiate, dwarf. But I'll allow you a double bane as well if you want to roll a persuasion on him.
Roll a persuasion,
if you'd like.
Okay. Double bane as well.
Yeah, because he's very determined, duty bound.
Banes 2. You know I have some crazy luck with these rolls.
I know. You never know what's going to happen. We got to have the random element of the dice.
Chat, I need you to send me the luck vibes over on this roll.
Come on, chat. Some good luck vibes to see if he can convince this elf champion, this elf knight.
Nope.
Okay, unfortunately, no. That is a 17.
Do I try to push
persuasion?
it?
You're gonna try to push it. Okay, what condition do you want to take?
Probably also disheartened, because he hates seeing Cerriel go through this.
We got some clovers in the chat from Sam. Unfortunately, it was a hair too late, but we'll see how it works this time.
All right.
Those are the 3 clovers.
Nope.
Oh, no. Unfortunately. Wow, an 18. So, yeah. Even worse, unfortunately. So, I admire you, dwarf. I don't know why you'd put so much on the line for her, but clearly you are a good friend. But my orders are going to overrule any kind of code I have in regards to a duel, I'm afraid.
I think Bramble will put his hand on Donovan's arm and will say, It is okay, Uncle. If Cerriel wishes to go, then we must let her. There's nothing we can do to that, and it would be improper for us to try. And then he'll look over at Cerriel and say, if she chooses to go, of course. If that is her choice. And kind of like, are you sure?
Cerriel, why don't you roll me an awareness, please?
Okay. Dang it. So close.
Oh, you failed. Do you want to push it at all, or you want to just have the 15?
I'll push it, I think.
Okay. What condition are you going to take?
How about scared?
Okay. You succeed. So you're standing here, frightened now, knowing that you're going to have to go home. But off in the distance, in the tree line, behind Aelerion of Blackwater, you see a familiar face. That face has a snout, a muzzle. It appears to be Morning Cloak. And he's off in the trees observing this entire thing. And you can see him kind of grin. And you see his little fake canine glimmer. And you guys have spent enough time on the road together. You kind of have like an unspoken, he didn't speak much anyway. But he's asking what you would like to do in this unspoken language. You can see him ready with his weapon. So you can give him the signal to engage or not to. You're kind of shocked to see him. You haven't seen him for some time. The last you heard of him was after he had the conversation with Darrow, and he decided to kind of go off into the wilderness to, I guess, find himself, or at the command of the green man who he followed.
Hmm.
But he's quiet. Yeah, nobody else notices him. It's almost like he's not even there. Like he's an illusion.
Hmm. Oh man, okay. She sees him and is reminded of all the great times with the party, getting these pieces and all the things we did to get him, and just knowing that this new party is willing to have her back.
Oh man.
And that's all because she dared to leave her home and meet these new people and make new friends. She starts to think maybe maybe it's not worth giving it up.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's gonna take out her bow.
Oh damn. So you're standing right next to him.
All right.
You
I'm
take your
gonna
bow out.
go to my horse. Like
You're getting ready to
Can I
leave?
go to my
Okay.
horse? Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of starts to follow you slowly behind. No goodbye, Cerriel. I mean, jeez.
Bramble begins following as well, following him.
Okay, so he kind of notices you, and he looks over his shoulder a bit.
Wait for me. I forgot to pack.
All right. She's gonna take out her bow.
Okay, so you're beside your horse. You take out your bow.
Mm-hmm.
How are you taking? Explain to me how you're taking this out. Are you just like holding in your hands, observing it, inspecting it? Are you pretending to do anything, or are you it's taking it out like you're ready to?
Yeah, I think I'm maybe pretending to like pack it.
Okay, so you take it out normally, and you start to I guess, I don't know, mess around with the saddle or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around and try to sneak attack him.
Oh, damn. You're going to sneak attack him, huh? So he's aware of your presence.
Yeah.
Meaning I don't believe that is possible where you are right now.
This is probably so stupid.
As Cerriel is turning around, Bramble's watching the situation because he's looking for a sign to whether she's actually going to get on her horse and and he's gonna be fine with that if that happens. But as she is going, does he notice is she giving any signs that maybe this is not going that way?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Cerriel. What are you trying to communicate in any way to? I mean, you can see Bramble following. You can see Gideon hustling behind you. I'm guessing Donovan. Are you just kind of staying by the door where you are right now, as they kind of circle around the building?
Yeah, I mean, if he goes out of my sight, I'll follow. But where I'm at is good.
Okay. So yeah,
but I kind of picture right now that Cerriel's just pointing a bow at him.
Yeah.
But leading up to that, I'm looking to see if Cerriel if I see something that causes me to go, oh, it's on. She's not going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're all looking for.
Okay.
Well, You
So
decide.
yeah, it's up to
Cerriel.
Cerriel.
Is
Like
it
what she.
okay? Is it possible? I'm gonna have my bow on my back, I guess, wherever I have it. And I'm going to say, all right, let's get on our horses.
Okay. I will also remind you there is a cottage.
Yeah.
With a roof. So there's stuff around you as well to use if you like. But I don't want to put ideas in your head. I'm just kind of trying to explain like there's Gideon was on the roof last night.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I invite him to get on his horse?
Invite who? Oh, yeah. So you're going to just say, let's go?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you going to say goodbye to your companions first? I ride like the wind, my lady.
Okay, I'll go over to them and I will ask them to huddle around, give them a hug.
Do you have your bow still?
Yeah.
Would you leave? Okay, you still have it. Okay. Are you holding in your hand? Are you? Is it on your person?
No, it's on my back.
Okay.
Yeah, Bramble is like about as high as like maybe just above your knee, maybe. I don't know. So he like kind of like hugs your leg as everybody's like gathering together to say goodbye. I will miss you.
Okay. When I say when,
You're saying this to us?
yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, he's I'll say he's kind of waiting over here by the horses. So he's he's giving you your space, let's say. He's respecting it.
And then I'm gonna come back over here and start to like kind of get my horse together.
What did you tell? You said when I say when?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he getting on the horse at all?
Yeah, he's on the horse.
Okay.
And you can see him, he's kind of like frustrated. It's kind of bucking a little bit. It's a little jittery while he's on it because you still have that the companion thing.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's wrong, boy?" And he kind of starts, stroking his mane, and the horse kind of like shrugs him off. And
So I'm gonna spend 3 willpower points to have this horse run over here and buck him off. Can I do
damn. That? Yeah.
So he'll be like prone and I can say when.
Yeah, he'll fall for sure. So you're going to do that?
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll give us a good start.
Okay. So why don't you spend your 3 willpower points to command, I think it was like an attack basically, so we'll just say that's the same thing because he's already mounted.
Okay.
So once you click your ability and spend the points, and I see it in the roll window.
Oh, I had to click the ability then.
Yeah. We'll say everything is going into motion.
Oh, God. Okay. Actually, manually clicked 3, and then I pressed continue.
It didn't allow you just to click the ability? And then it says spend will
Yeah, I
3.
forgot to do that. Though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so yeah, you give you give the call, I guess, whatever that might be. And all of a sudden, he's shocked. The horse dashes over to this tree line over here, and bucks him off. He's completely unaware. I'm gonna basically roll a. I'm gonna try to roll a acrobatics for him to see if he actually falls prone or not. Ooh, rough. Double 19s. Okay, so yeah, he falls prone. And let me make him prone, I guess, typically. Boom. Okay, so he's on the ground. All of you guys are in combat, toggled on. There's a wolf over here. A wolfkin. All right, we're going to begin. Okay, Bramble, you are first up as you see this black stallion buck the elf off, and he falls in a heap of plate armor.
So I think that the win has been called. So Bramble kind of grits his teeth. Or actually, his bill is also repaired now after that sleep, so he's all healed up. He has a nice looking scar over top of it. But
nice.
So he is going to run at the guy, hoping to catch him unaware.
Okay.
Yeah, he can definitely make it.
Yeah, and you're gonna get. He's prone, so you're gonna get a boon to your attack.
So he's going to jump in the air and try to bring the warhammer down on him.
Oh damn! Okay, so why don't you give me an attack roll? And we shall see what happens. Oh man, good thing you had the boon, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you rolled a 19. Okay, so it succeeds. He is completely unaware. He's like, so he's not going to attempt to dodge whatsoever. So yeah, why don't you roll me some damage? Ooh, damn, 18. Okay, did you have him targeted at all, or no?
I didn't, sorry.
Did it? No worries, no worries. Let me
Oh, no.
see if it works. Okay, yeah. You knock off one of his pauldrons. It just rolls away, dented. And he grunts. Okay. Did you want to do anything else? Did you use your full movement?
Yeah, I think I that was my full movement to get up there. It's 12,
Okay.
6, so I think I'm good.
Gideon, you're up.
All right. So when he fell prone, is he on his back or is he on his stomach?
He's on his back.
He's on his back.
Yeah, let me zoom out
Okay.
for the chat so that everybody can see here. Yeah, he just kind of like up and then bam, crashed to the ground. And then Bramble like came down, just swung his, warhammer down and knocked off one of his pauldrons.
This is going to be tricky, but Gideon is going to try to get the whip around his legs.
Okay, so you're just attempting to wrap his two like around his ankles?
Yeah, so if he were to try to get up,
Okay.
it'd probably be more difficult.
So why don't you roll me a whips with normally you'd get a boon in this because he is prone, but I'm just gonna say it's a standard roll because that's a little bit of an extra thing you're gonna do, and there's gonna be no damage, by the way, but you can just roll your whips attack to see if you can bind his ankles, I guess. Okay, that succeeds. So yeah, and why don't you roll me a d6 as well, because you're using that web rope, right? Or web whip.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's stuck. So remember, it's gonna take a strength for him to get out of there whatsoever. So it's that was for people who didn't join. He crafted, or Bramble crafted a whip out of spider webs, these evil cobwebs, and on a 1d6, the whip is gonna be stuck. So Gideon is basically attached to him until he can kind of figure a way. But maybe that's what he wants. So okay, that's success. So you have the whip around his ankles. You're probably gonna have to move more like right here. I'm gonna say hey, let me rotate him around a little bit so you can he kind of fell like this.
Okay.
So the horse was running this way, bucked him off, so his head is more this way. So yeah, you'd be up that area. Okay, awesome. Donovan, you're up.
He starts twirling and whirling, crackling lightning magic.
Oh man, here we go. The oldest of the old dwarfs
Yes.
is going to call lightning down. All right, why don't you give me a roll?
Distance of 40. So yeah, I can definitely reach him.
Oh yeah.
Let me check one thing. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I'm using the right one. Power level 3, because we're not messing around.
Damn, power level 3.
Yep. Are we still giving out boons like candy, or just do this one regular?
Is it a magic? Yeah, let's just say you get a boon. Yeah, because he's on the ground.
Or wait, what is it for ranged attacks? Because it is a ranged attack, or is it like D&D where ranged are?
I don't know.
prone?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's the same either way, but let me see. Prone targets. Yeah. Oh shit! It inflicts an extra d6 damage as well. So I don't think you calculated that, Bramble, right? Did you? Or no? That didn't roll an extra d6?
No, I had only used it for the attack.
Yeah, roll me another d6 and we'll see how much extra damage it takes. Forgot about that. So 4, but he is wearing, yeah, it soaks it all, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it just says you get any attack gets a boon. So let's say it's magic as well. What?
Whoa.
Double demons.
What?
Whoa.
What does that even mean?
That means a magic mishap again.
It means I quit the game, you guys.
Wow. Just for
Wait.
you guys. Yeah,
This
go
is
ahead.
You might be able to
third
DH.
magic. Oh, true.
Yeah, you might get the DH one. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
So, okay, Donovan draws a result from the okay, so any gold or silver you touch withers into dust. Roll d4 every morning. On a 1, the effect wears off. It can also be lifted with the spell. Okay, that's not terrible. It could be worse. Just don't touch any of your money.
Your money ages with you.
Okay, so every morning we'll roll a d4. So yeah, you reach to the heavens, and unfortunately, the sky is clear. There's no thunder. There's no thunderclouds. Wow, you have a knack, Donovan. All right, so next up is actually him. So he tries to wriggle free. He doesn't go for a sword. He's very, very interested in. He tries to get up, and he can't because of the whip around him. So what he's going to try to do is break free with a strength. Oh, he doesn't have just a strength. I'll just do this. Any strength based. Dang, he fails. Holy crap. Okay, so he's down there. He's like sitting up trying to struggle with this grunting, cursing, and elvish. Only Cerriel knows what he's saying.
I have a question. You said that when Bramble rolled the 4, it's his armor soaked it all, but hadn't his armor already soaked the other attack? So couldn't you add the 4 to his previous attack?
Oh, that's right. Good call. So he would take the other 4 points of damage. You're right.
Nice.
There we go. 4 more.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, he's stuck. And out from the trees rushes a very tall wolfkin. And he's kind of hunched over like a football player, basically. The armor is not hindering him whatsoever. Bramble, you're caught in the shadow. You catch a whiff of wolf, dog, something like that.
Oh my!
And oh my! All right, and then Morning Cloak, he has a mace as well. So he kind of looks over at you. He catches sight of your mace and grunts.
My
so he
mouth
attacks.
is just hanging open. I don't know if maybe Bramble has heard about Wolfkin, has maybe never met one. So
Yeah, I don't know. I know. I guess we'll have to figure that. I mean, you can figure that out.
So yeah,
decide
he is,
what that
he
is.
is just stunned.
So prone, boons, awesome. Oh man, it awesome. Thank you, Patrick. It automatically calculates it. Oh, the additional damage is even in there. So it looks like if you do target them, it calculates all of that.
Okay, I have him targeted now.
Okay, so he can't do anything. Dang, and he suffers. So he comes down with a mighty blow. Not as good as yours, though, Bramble.
Bramble does not care.
All right, he
It's like,
snarls.
that was amazing.
Yeah, and then Cerriel, you're up.
I'm going to try to hit him with my bow,
Okay.
and I'm going to twin it. Twin shot
Twin
it.
it. Twin it to win it.
Let's see.
Oh,
Woo. Well, you
Oh,
didn't get
no.
you didn't target him. So you get a boon.
Oh, I got a boon.
If you target him, it's going
Oh,
to
'cause
know
he's
he's
prone.
prone and all that. It'll automatically calculate everything. So just roll me another. Just don't target him now though, because you already rolled one. So roll another. Let me delete this. Actually, yeah. Okay, so that is a success. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh my god.
Damn, 10. Okay. Oh, what is that?
I'm my internet's
Oh, you're
awful right
twinning
now.
it.
Sorry.
So you roll.
I did twin it,
No, you don't
actually.
roll twice. Do you roll the damage twice, or do you roll the damage once on twinning it, and then it just doubles? It's 2 attacks, so I'm guessing you roll it twice. It doesn't matter; it's the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
it says damage is rolled separately.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
think I
right.
just clicked it twice because it was taking forever. Because
All right.
Plus
Plus
the
6.
D6. Yep.
Just
Yeah.
1 or 2.
No, 2d6.
Oh, bad.
So dang, another 8.
So 28.
Yeah. Oh man. So you found a chink in his armor. Blood is starting to gush out over his breastplate. He's starting to cough it up. He spits it to the side. He's still working on his feet, which brings us to Donovan.
All right, let's roll 2 more demons. Let's get me younger.
Wow. Double demon. I wonder if that's ever
That's
been done in the
crazy.
history of Dragonbane.
It has now if it hadn't. Let me target him. I click on him and hit T, right? Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I just hit T and everything should be calculated.
And he's gonna try to go for it.
The bolts again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, okay.
With everything
Bet
he's
you-
got.
I bet you he's wishing he walked away now.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And before he casts it, you know what? No, he's just gonna cast it. He's not gonna say anything clever or anything like that. Just go for it, Donovan.
Okay, that's a success. Jeez, 17.
And keep in mind, if you read my spell's description, it ignores armor, metal armor.
Oh my god. It probably will just, if you just deal it. Yeah, so you call down lightning from the sky. I mean, you guys are covered in shadow. He summons some crazy ass dark clouds, the darkest clouds you've ever seen. And these bolts of lightning come down upon the elf. They just crackle all over his armor. And he just starts to cook, basically. Steam starts coming up off, or smoke starts coming up off his body as he screams. And he, and then just like a smoke ring comes up. And yeah, he's dead. Wow, that didn't take very long.
Wow.
Donovan immediately kind of just sees everybody, and he just quietly walks back into the cottage, and he's gonna go have a seat,
Okay.
pour himself some tea.
Electricity doesn't go through spider webs, right?
I don't know.
not a
Let's just
conductor.
say it doesn't. Let's just say it doesn't.
Thank
I don't
God.
think so. Yeah, I know, that'd be hilarious.
His feet were fine.
Yeah, his feet were fine.
New boots.
Okay. So Donovan, you go inside, you have a seat. What about Gideon and Bramble and Cerriel? What are you doing as the carcass of the elf is just smoking right now?
Cerriel's a bit in shock.
Yeah, Gideon was very, very close to those strikes, and so I don't know. The equivalent of hair for frogs is all standing up.
Yeah. So this massive wolf. I don't know if you guys have seen Wolfkin. I'm sure Donovan has before. He's been around. I don't know if Bramble has.
I'm gonna say
It's up to
Bramble
you.
has not.
Okay.
He's read
Okay.
about them. He's maybe idolized them as legendary fighters, and this kin that he hoped one day to meet.
Okay.
Standing in front of him, he's just like in shock.
All right. So yeah, you're just standing there in his shadow as the battle winds down, and he kind of walks over to you, Cerriel. My lady, what have you been up to?
Where did you come from?
I believe you have something of mine. I will take it as payment.
He's gonna laugh a little. And I'm gonna go into my little pocket and take the tooth that I keep as a memento out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna take his hand and put it in the hand and close it over and like give it a little squeeze. And then she's gonna hug him.
Aw, she's hugging him. So he kind of bristles a second, and then he kind of eases into it, leans into it a little bit.
I'm just gonna say, thank you, old friend.
Of course. I couldn't leave you. I've been tracking him for some time. I know he was up to no good. He would eventually track you down. But it appears as if you did not need my help.
We're stronger than we realized, I guess.
I think
we
Bramble might
did-
walk over to like stand next to Cerriel and kind of like between like the two, but he's so short. He might be unnoticed, but he will say, Cerriel has talked about you, about her friend Morning Cloak.
Has she?
Yes, she has, and I would say that you don't need to worry. She has new friends that that have her back now.
Hmm. Well, don't forget, Mallard. I'm always watching. And with that, he bounds off into the forest.
Morning Cloak's
Bramble,
so
Bramble will
cool.
whisper, I am also always watching.
Ooh.
To himself mostly, but just
Cool. Well, I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. And if you're watching us on the VOD, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Thank you, Patrick, for... I don't know. We're continually amazed to see how well this Dragonbane system works, so thanks a lot. Thank you, Andreas, for the tunes, as well as Noel and Heimat der Katastrophe. So, that is it, guys. We'll see you next time. If I can find the end stream button really quick.
Bye.
Bye.